Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. In this video I'm going to do an unboxing of Battle of Gods by Mood Publishing in cooperation with Grimfrost. This is a arena battle game for 2 to 4 players, which plays in about half an hour for ages 10 and up. And in this game players play a god from Norse mythology. And there are also already 2 expansions available for this game. There is Odin, the All-Father, and Hel, the Goddess of Death, which I will also unbox in this video. But before I do, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, you're an absolute legend. If you haven't, I do a lot of content regarding board games, unboxings, how to play videos, reviews, all of that kind of stuff. So if that interests you, please do subscribe to my channel. It really helps. There's also a Patreon page if you'd like to support me financially, and you can do so for as little as just €1 per month. And in return, Patreons get early access to all of my videos, their name in the credits, and access to Patreon exclusive content as well. All right, let's open up these boxes. So, Battle of Gods, a game by Ole Steines, Norse Mythology Edition. That's the only edition that exists so far as I know, by Mood Publishing in collaboration with Grimfrost. This is the base game, which has 4 gods, it seems, and there are 2 expansions, which I will unbox in a bit. Has the Battle of the Gods font on all sides with the 4 heroes. No vertical storage font or imagery, sadly, but that's okay. On the back we have the board and the miniatures, the dice, so the game in play. Basically you've got Thor, Surtr, Hirokin and Freya. Real size, and these are pretty massive, chunky miniatures. A game for 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes, ages 10 and up. Alright, the content is listed here as well. There's a bit of flavor text there. So let's open it up. Right, there we go. So in the box we find the rulebook, which isn't too big, and let's just quickly go over it. It's 23 pages, has the champions and a quick guide, how to play steps, which is only 5 or 6 pages long, example of a full turn, playing cards, ranged attack, damage and death, champion abilities, special spaces, faith die effect, and a team battle. All right, so here are the 4 champions. Norse Mythology Edition. The setup of the game, your champion board and the tokens that you use. We've got a quick guide here, which is handy. Nice quick overview of how to play. Turn overview there. And then we have basically the full steps explained here. There's champion abilities. Yeah, some illustrations here and there to show how that works. An example of a full turn, I always like seeing that. That's pretty short, so that's good. You can play cards, there's ranged attack, damage and health, and all of the champion's special abilities, and special spaces, and team battle. So you can play 2 versus 2. There's a summary here with the term summary again on the back, that's good. And all the different icons explained. So that's really good. All right, we have a punch board. Just a single punch board, it seems, with all of these victory points. Basically, these are the tokens you're trying to gather. I believe if you have 10, you win the game. Some tokens there, and a special tile. And all of this is double-sided. Same on each side. Here is the board. So let me just open that up real quick. It's not too big. It's just a relatively small arena with big hexes on it. So it's going to be a very tight battle. It looks really nice. I do like the art on it. These stones and those special icons there. That's pretty cool. And then we have the player boards. So here is Freya. They are single boards. So you don't have a double layered board to put this on. I guess this is where the champion tokens, these victory point tokens are. And this might be your health. And this is where you put dice, because this does use dice, and with certain faces you can unlock certain abilities, I'm guessing here. I saw that spiel being played real quick. It looked really interesting, and the back of these is just black. Pretty sturdy boards, so that's good. Here we have Surtr, the fire giant. Looks cool, like the art. Here is Thor, the god of thunder. So you have that. And Hirokin, the giantess. She's riding some kind of wolf, I guess, or some kind of beast. Yeah, I think that's the jaw there. Oh, that's pretty cool. And these are the minis inside. We have some cards as well. And these look really, really cool. Very big indeed. Here are the dice. So let's take a closer look at those. So we have one black die. Let's focus, which has a double heart side. That's this icon here. Has this victory point thing. This and a heart. I don't know what that is called. Two broken hearts and another single one of these things. So we have that. And then we have these. I'm assuming these are all the same. It does look like it. And there's 6 of those, which have a heart. I guess this is movement. A half of that victory point thing. A punch burst. And that's that. And then we have this Norse symbol here. Seen that quite a few times. Really cool. And that symbol again. All right. So that's the dice. We also have 4 of these cubes, which I guess track your health on these boards. So 1 for each player. So just basic red cubes. And then we have these cards. So let me check those out. All right, so these are the cards. They're very smooth. They have normal thickness, and they are very smooth. Very, very slippery as well. So be careful when shuffling. So we have these cards. I guess there's a set of cards for each hero, because they come in 4 colors. Yeah, it looks like it. This looks like it's for Thor, and this looks like they have colors on the boards, so they are color coded. So I'm gonna guess that this is Freya, I think. Does this icon tell me anything? Let's see if I can see that on here. I'm not actually seeing it right now, although she does have that icon on the axe, so I'm gonna assume that this is Freya's deck of cards. So she's got endurance, a Seder magic, Brissingamen, Eden's apples. Well, we'll just quickly go through all of these. Basically just the symbol and an explanation what they do and these icons. So nothing too complex. It does have text on it, so the game is language dependent. Then we have these 4, I guess the giantess, Hirokin, because that's brown. Thick skin, Seder chant, wrestling, glorious, recovering blow, rise again, sacrifice, giant strength, charge attack. Then we have the fire god, the fire giant, Surtr, consumed by fire, lava flow, fire burst, rain of fire, flame sword bash, volcanic burst, burning flesh, flaming comeback, unholy fire. So that's those cards, and this is for Thor, with Mjolnir, of course, forceful throw, ground slam, lightning shield, thunder toss, chariot run, for honor, clearing skies, lightning bolts, and berserker rage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards per hero that you got, per god that you can play. And then finally, there's of course the minis, and I'm gonna quickly check if there's anything underneath. There is not. And these are very, very impressive. They take up most of the box. And what is also quite unique is that it looks like all of these figures come pre-shaded. So they're not just plain plastic. They are actually pre-shaded. So you can put them on the board right out of the box like that, and they already look amazing. I think that's pretty awesome. Haven't seen that many times. This might actually be the first time I'm seeing this just straight out of the box without some kind of Kickstarter add-on to have them, you know, pre-shaded or sun-dropped. This is really good. So this is Freya. They're very, very dynamic stance. I love that. Jumping into battle, 2 battle axes in hand, fierce look on her face, and these are nice and big, which is also fun to paint, you know. You don't have to squint your eyes that much. I love the feather cloak, the long braided hair, super detailed, really, 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 really good. This is an excellent figure. And they had extra large figures of this at Spiel, which was super cool to see. Certainly an eye catcher. But that looks really good. I love that these are pre-shaded. That is amazing. So we have Freya here. Then we have Hirokin, the giantess. Indeed a very bulky figure on that giant wolf, wielding this wicked looking blade. And she's in the nude, it seems. Full of tattoos, which you can actually see quite well because of the shading. And she's on this giant wolf. Might that be Fenrir, perhaps? I don't know. She's got a rope around his upper jaw, which is made out of snakes, it seems. Yeah, see, there's the snake head. I saw that in the art. That looks amazing. There's a little totem here with feathers or some kind of talisman. And that looks really, really good. She's got a cape there with some human skulls, I presume, since they're so tiny. That is super cool. So yeah, a fierce giantess. Really cool. Lots of detail. Then we have the fire god here. So looks like a, you know, like an earth elemental mixed with fire, or a lava elemental, with all the rock shards that make up his body, rising out of the lava, no doubt. And the fiery sword. That is super cool. Look at that face. Just a big jaw, basically. Really cool. That is amazing. So that looks really good. Good. Really good. And then we have a Thor, lastly. Very bulky Thor with a big braided beard, a fierce look on his face, and these really cool armored arms here, these pauldrons or gauntlets. He's got a bear skin on his shoulder, and the rest of the bear's skin is basically his cape. There's a claw. That is also really cool. I love the detail on Mjolnir there, his battle hammer. That looks really, really good. And his armor. He's got a big belt. Standing on the rocks. That is super cool. Lots of detail, and the pre-shading just really, really brings that out. Excellent. So that is fantastic. Beautiful minis. Absolutely impressed by the looks of these minis. And yeah, not too much in the box. So it looks like this is a pretty straightforward arena battler where you use the dice to activate abilities and cards. So pretty quick one. It only lasts about 30 minutes according to the box, so that's good. Let's open up the expansion boxes. So here is Odin, the Allfather expansion for Battle of Gods, which basically just brings one new character to the game with his board, his cards, a cube, and some tokens. Lists the contents here on the box. All right, let's have a look. All right, so first of all, we get a little rules leaflet in plastic with his, it's just a single card, it's a big card with a bit of a bio there and nice artwork, and his abilities and tokens, which I guess you can add to the rulebook perhaps. All right, let's see what else. Then we have the board, which is of course the same thickness and quality as those in the core game, with his abilities here and health bar. So we have that. And then in the box here is an insert which has the cube, the mini, and these cards. So, oh, and there's also the 2 Raven tokens on a tiny punch board here, double-sided. So you can just punch those. And let's take a look at the cards. All right, so the cards of Odin. We have Whispering Ravens, Nobody Greater, Hlidskjalf, Bear form, Owl form, Eagle form, King's Tribute, Mimer's Sight, and Eye Sacrifice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards as well with this on the back. That's pretty cool. So his color is gray. And then we have, of course, the miniature and the little tracking cube. The big miniature, bigature. So again, with pre-shading. They called it sun-dropped on the box. I always thought sun-dropped was basically when you prime an entire mini in black and then use white primer to spray from above, so you get some kind of like as if the sunshine is on it, which is sun-dropped. And this is technically pre-shaded, where they already use a well, a shading ink, right? So that kind of flows into all the details, all the cracks, so you see the detail better. It makes it pop. Nevertheless, I'm very happy with how that looks. You can see his eye patch there, holding out his hand, the tattered robes, the fur in the neck there on the top of the cape, big billowing cape, and his spear. That looks absolutely amazing. That's excellent. Really like that big beard. So that is Odin. Let's open up Hell. So here is the Hell expansion, Goddess of Death. Love the artwork there. Really, really cool. And on the back again, you can see the miniature, her board, an extra tile, and the cards. Everything is listed there. So let's open up the box. All right, so Hell, the Goddess of Death, ruler of the realm of the dead. Cool art again. The abilities, and we get an extra token, the Pit of Despair. That's very cool. All right, she has her board here. So let's take a look at that. And again, same on the back, of course. Same quality. So we have that. Let's turn this over. We have a plastic lid here. Here's the Pit of Despair, which you can put on the board. It's double-sided, same on each side. So that's nice. Then we'll have a look at her cards. So here they are. Let's focus that. Gain through pain we have here. We have Hellfire, Pristine Pain, Life for a Price, Siphon Damage, Glory in Decay, Glory in Death, Merciful, and United in Peril. And this is her icon on the back of the cards. Nothing extra there. We do, of course, have the red cube to track the hit points. And then we have the actual figure here, which is an excellent figure. Nice and big again. Pre-shaded, of course. And yes, she got a little head on a chain here as an ornament. She's standing on what looks like these souls coming up from the ground. All these heads, these moaning heads there. I hope you can see that. Let's try and focus on that there. That looks really cool. And again, you know, the billowing, tattered cape. She's very skeletal, as you can see here. Her midriff is almost non-existent. She's got the ribs poking out there. She's truly a figure of death. And she's got a bit of a fur around the neck there. She's got long hair. There's hands covering up her head, and it looks like she's wearing a skull mask there. Her mouth is underneath there. She's got a couple of screaming heads on the shoulders as well. So that is really, really cool. Very dark, very grim goddess of death. So that is Hell. And those were all the expansions for Battle of Gods. And so that was my unboxing of Battle of Gods by Mood Publishing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And please also check out my Patreon page by clicking the link in the description below or the icon at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Board Game Heaven.